Wait, Facebook Paydirt? What the f? What's going on, prospectors? Dig Daddy out here, bringing you another episode of Backyard Prospecting, and we're out here in the shed once again, as always. And man, such a boomer. I always forget that Facebook has a marketplace and people try to use that place to sell shit. And sure enough, you can even find Paydirt there. And we have. We got ourselves, and this guy has a page on there as well. I'll send you a link or put a link down below so you can go check that out. But it's Panning for Gold with BobbyBo. And I had seen some of his posts on the Facebook, letting everybody know that he has Paydirt available. So I checked it out. And he has a few different offerings. He's got a beginner's bag for $25, and intermediate also for $25. Advanced bags are $35 because he put some Cape Disappointment sands in there. But he also now has one called the FortKnox, and that one promises 3 times the gold of one of these regular bags. And that's also only $35. So I decided to go ahead and pick one up. And we're going to check that out here today. So it comes to us. He is somewhat local to me. He's in Washington as well. Ships it in one of the paper envelope flat rate packages. Inside the little cardboard box thing package, we have a bag of Paydirt. So, and that's all that's in the box. So there's nothing to really protect it. Being as that we're in the rainy season here, these things can get wet out in their travels and can become soaked and deteriorate. So it'd be nice to see maybe using the padded envelope instead of the cardboard one, or even one of the cardboard boxes. Those provide a little bit more support. And maybe getting a double bag, another bag around that, just in case. Now, nothing happened here. It didn't split open. Luckily, because it doesn't look like the bag itself was heat sealed. So, a little bit shoddy in that regard. Nothing really to protect the bag in the packaging. But at any rate, it got here all right. It was fairly local, so didn't have to travel too far. The material, you can kind of get a glimpse of it through the bag. Looks kind of bright, kind of quartzy. I'll have to double check where this dirt is supposed to be from. Let's see what his description says. Looks like it is 1 pound of unexplored Paydirt supplied from another gold mine in California. And then 3 times the gold. So, pretty straightforward on the description. And there you go. Now, I don't see any big boulders in here, so that's good. Not a lot of wasted space. So, honestly, I don't think we really even need to classify it. Maybe I'll split it up in half. The, I don't know, sub 20. Higher than 20, maybe sub 40, just to get the little stuff out of the way. But let's go check it out. We'll shake it out, see what it's all about. BobbyBo, FortKnox Paydirt. All right, so I decided we're going to split it at the 20. So we're going to have plus 20, sub 20, and then we'll run that dirt. So Make this super easy. I don't know why I peeled this out of habit, because again, it wasn't heat sealed. I recommend anybody selling Paydirt, if you're going to go through the bother of getting the nice Mylar bags, spend the extra 20-30 bucks, get a cheap heat sealer, and get the most out of these bags. Best security, keeps everything where it's supposed to be. The only thing you got to worry about is the bag failing. I'm curious where in California this comes from, because this looks more like East Coast Virginia dirt. Very quartzy. All right, so there you go. That's what we wound up with. We got our plus 20. I do already see some shark's teeth floating about in here. Just one shark's tooth. And then there's our material. So let's check it real quick for magnetics. Starting with the light stuff. Barely anything. There is just a very small amount of magnetics in there. 20 plus, same deal. So not a lot of magnetics in here at all. Very, very non-magnetic-y stuff. At any rate, let's get this all wetted up. We'll get the sluice fired up, and we'll run us some dirt. Stick around. Alright, we got that sluice all fired up, and we're ready to run some dirt. Let's get you guys a little closer zoom in action on that beautiful dream mat. Pick up our shovel, and let's get to work. So we got that plus 20 material there. Let's get to it. Not a whole lot of material to work with here. It's just the 1 pound. So we're going to get through it really, really quick. Now we're going to move on to the plus 40. Again, this Paydirt is really, really quartzy. Lots of quartz in this pay. It reminds me of the golden sand stuff, with how light it is, and no kind of dirt, dust, no organics really. And it's just very, very quartz heavy. Very light sand, very blonde. All right. That's the dirt. We'll let this run off for just a minute. All right, so there's definitely a nice amount of gold in there. There's your gold, baby. All right, let's get this cleaned up and see what we wound up getting. There's your gold, baby. Not too shabby. We'll get this all suckered up, dry it up, and weigh it out. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. We got this gold all dried up. Miner Bob and his ass are hanging by to see what the deal is all about. Now, we just need to find one of those handy dandy little metal trays. We'll use that one right there. Put the shark's tooth to the side. All right, let's fire it up. Let's see what we got. There we go. All right, 0.329 grams of gold. So 3/10, just a little bit over 3/10 of a gram. Not too shabby. We'll take a couple pictures of this gold so you can see what it looks like up close, and then we'll be back with my final words and ROI. All right, welcome back. So how about that? Pan for gold with BobbyBo, FortKnox, 1 pound of unsearched pay dirt from somewhere in California. Let's talk about the dirt. The dirt was really easy to go through. It was a lot of crushed quartz looking like material. No big rocks in there. It was all sub quarter inch. And not a lot of dust in there either. No organics. It felt very clean. Almost like quarry dirt, you know, where you do get a couple sizes of that, or crushed up dirt that's had a lot of the shit removed. But either way, it was really easy to go through. Once you got all the sands and stuff out of the way, you were left with just a little bit of black sand to kind of cover that gold up. Not a lot of magnetics in here at all. Just a very small amount. You get that out of the way really easily. And then you got to the gold, and there you were. Now let's talk about the gold. What we wound up getting, let me get my little cheat sheet here. The gold that we found was all on the smaller side, no flour gold, but no big chunks either. There was one nicer sized flake, but still definitely what you would call a flake. Overall, what we wound up getting, we'll just go ahead and put the little sign up right now. And turn it that way so my head's not cut off. Boop! We wound up paying $35 for that bag of dirt. What we wound up recovering was 0.337 grams of gold is what it wound up leveling out at. That got us a today value of $19.37, which is going to give us an ROI, as you can see there below, of 55%, which isn't the best in the world, but it isn't the worst either. For unsearched pay dirt with gold added, it's not a bad return. 50% for, I guess, Facebook pay dirt. I guess that's where we're at. Definitely have had a lot of worse pay dirt bags that I've gotten. And this wasn't bad at all. Had a good time going through it. Was not hard. So I would say anybody could go through this kind of dirt, whether you're a beginner or whoever just, wanting to go through something new. Check it out. I'll leave a link down below to his Facebook page, so you can go check that out, see what he's offering there. Hit him up and get yourself a bag for yourself to do some panning through this winter while it's too cold to go out to the river. Or maybe, the rivers are running too high or whatever the case may be. Also included in the dirt, I did find a little shark's tooth. That was kind of cool. So I'll put that to the side over here. It's always kind of cool to find little inclusions, things that you weren't expecting to see in your pay dirt. Either it be, gemstones or artifacts or whatever. Surprises are always nice, so that was kind of cool to get. So thank you for that. But yeah, the dirt, not too bad. Panning for gold with BobbyBo. I give you a thumbs up. 55% ROI, not bad at all. You guys can check it out yourself. Follow the link down below in the description. If you don't see it, hit show more, and then you can see there's actually a long list of stuff down there from stuff that I recommend you use, that I use myself here in the shed. You can click on that stuff, buy it for the holidays. But also there's a link to this guy's pay dirt, so you can check that out for yourself. You can also head over to backyardprospecting.com and see what I have for sale. I got a lot of stuff, whether it be gear or pay dirt. You can find all sorts of weird stuff there on my site, backyardprospecting.com. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to become a donator or on a monthly basis, head over to Patreon. I have a $5 and a $50 tier, each which come with its own perks and benefits. Most of all, you get early updates about what pay dirts I'm releasing, and you get early access to the links to purchase them. So a lot of times they sell out really quick. This is your way to get up there and be first in line. Otherwise, I just want to thank you all for hanging out and stopping by here in the shed. This is Dig Daddy signing out. If I don't see you out at the rivers, I'll catch you in the backyard. Peace.